Hey, Melissa. It's Matt and Sasha here calling. We're calling on behalf of the Harvard Blueprint and our first ever audio interview. Sasha, is that a good name?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, that's what we're going to run with. For those joining us and listening in, we're proud to welcome Melissa Walsh, one of Harvard's, newest retail leasing director, working out of our Calgary office. And we're bringing Melissa on just to kind of give us, a lay of the land, what the leasing team's working on, especially from a regional standpoint. So, Melissa, welcome to the audio interview, and thanks for being with us here today.
Thanks for having me.
Right on. So, let's start off with a kind of a brief introduction. Can you just kind of talk to us about how you've come to Harvard, what's kind of been your work path, and how the last few months have been for you?
Sure. Well, I think I'm just about, maybe not quite 6 months yet. I am born and raised in Calgary. I landed in real estate by accident when I finished school back in 2003. I joined CB Richard Ellis as a leasing assistant. From there, I joined an Alberta-based development company called Hopewell Development and spent the last 14 years with them doing retail leasing.
Awesome. So how would you say the first few months have been going for you?
It's been great. The people are great. I have a lot to learn about Harvard and the properties, in particular in Saskatchewan. I am a bit embarrassed to admit that I have spent more time in Saskatchewan in the first 2 months of joining Harvard than I did in my entire lifetime. So that's been a bit of a learning curve.
Right on. And is there any, from your time spent in Saskatchewan, is the market kind of similar, or what's the difference? I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, but...
Oh, yeah. Leaving a company after as many years as I was at Hopewell, it's all the same faces, especially the retailers. Not too different. I'm just doing it from a different location now.
Right on. Well, we're glad to have you part of the team. What I wanted to ask you specifically is, a big part of leasing is obviously networking and, marketing our properties. And I know you and the other leasing reps recently attended a big ICSC show. Mm-hmm. Can you just kind of explain to us what the ICSC show is all about and, what that looks like for you guys, the preparation, the lead up, and the entire process that goes into it?
Oh, sure. ICSC stands for International Council of Shopping Centers. So what these conferences do is bring together retailers and brokers and landlords from all across North America for, as you mentioned, network and deal making. The lead up to these conferences, everybody's kind of scrambling when they get back from the holidays to get their brochures up to date and get their booths in order. The few days that you are actually in the conference is a blur. You're in back-to-back meetings. But last month was in Whistler, so I can't think of a more beautiful place to be generating deals.
So can you tell us which of our projects were featured at the show and what retailers were kind of most interested in?
Sure, yeah. Generally, when you're out there, you're focused on the new projects. For example, Forster Harvard's Aurora and Acre 21 were kind of all the buzz out there. In addition, the ongoing developments that we have in Windermere, that's in Edmonton, and Grasslands, of course, in Regina. Retailers are always interested in learning what new sites a developer has got in the pipeline so they can plan their next few years. Harvard has really great dirt. There's always a lot to put in front of the retailers at these conferences.
Right on. Melissa, I guess just kind of wrapping up quickly here, just looking ahead to 2019, and I know you're still kind of new, learning the lay of the land, but what are some of your focus areas for you specifically to accomplish in 2019? And I guess as a leasing team, is there any kind of spaces you'd love to fill moving forward in the next couple months?
I'd love to fill all of the spaces.
Good answer.
The projects that I'm focused on, some of them are kind of at the last 10% that need to be filled in. some have new development opportunities. So there's quite a bit of variety that I'll be working on in 2019. From a more global perspective, the retail landscape is really changing, in particular when it comes to e-commerce versus bricks and mortar. So I think what we need to do as a leasing team is really work with retailers as they're adapting and evolving. We need to get creative about how we structure our new deals and make sure that we're able to retain the tenants that we already have. One of the things that I quickly learned about Harvard that makes it a team to be a part of is that there's a real commitment to doing responsible lease deals and make sure that our tenants are successful in our shopping centers. So it's good to be a part of a team that will grow and evolve with them.
Perfect. Sasha, any other last minute questions for Melissa before we let her get back to work?
No, I don't think so.
I've got deals to do.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks, Melissa. We'll let you get back to making deals for us.
Sure.
Yeah, so thanks again for joining us. I guess we should end this by saying if you're interested in any of the, current lease deals, Sasha puts together all of our current leasing updates as part of the blueprint. That'll be out later at the end of February. And again, along with this interview, thanks, Melissa, for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. Have a great day.
You too.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.